Hi friends, I am Raj Kumar from Market and Friends channel. Let me wish you all of you happy Pongal, happy Sankranti, happy Lohri, happy Bihu. I wish you wonderful festival to all of you. May God bless you. We are coming with small videos which will be helpful for the internal promotion of bank employees, especially unionites. Today we are coming with CERSAI and SARFAESI. The CERSAI is known to most of the people who are working in the advanced department. CERSAI, we used to say CERSAI, but what is the full form? Full form you have to by heart it. If you see CERSAI abbreviation, definitely you cannot remember it. You have to by heart it. This is a central registry of securitization of asset reconstruction and security interest. Once again, central registry of securitization of asset reconstruction and security interest. That is CERSAI. We can simply say that is actually this is a central registry of some data of the borrowers who has created charge against their properties. Simple as that, like that. It was what was the necessity for this CERSAI? Previously, the fraudsters were doing frauds for a single property. They are creating many documents and taking loan from many banks. To curtail these frauds, the Government of India came with the provisions, especially the provisions incorporated in the SARFAESI Act. SARFAESI Act 2002. They have incorporated this provision. Central register should be made it. Based on the provision, it has been set up in 2011. It has came into effect from 11/3/2011. 11 and 11. Date is 11/2011. March, you should remember March. It is registered under the Companies Act 1956. Who are the owners of this CERSAI? Government of India, National Housing Board, and some of the scheduled commercial bank. As per the latest amendment, actually, I will tell everything, but recently some amendments happened for the SARFAESI Act. Based on the SARFAESI Act, if bank is not registered with bank has not registered their interest in the CERSAI, charge interest and CERSAI, they cannot go for SARFAESI Act. They cannot take position. They cannot go against the borrower's properties. That is the reason it is must for the banks to register in CERSAI. Third one, another important provision is the government also can register their dues in CERSAI against the property of some borrower. But bank is having prior charge over the bank government dues. This is excellent provision. Generally, government taxes and their dues are the first. But here, bank is having prior charge over the government dues, including taxes. That you should remember about it. I told you already this is online registry. The data. I told you to counter the frauds. Previously, within 30 days, the banks have to register their charge. But now it has been removed. If it is not registered within 30 days, penalty is there. Now the penalty clause is removed. Time limit is not there. But can we go as we like? No. It should be registered immediately. Why it should be registered immediately? If you won't register immediately, you will be the loser. Bank will be the loser. If somebody some other bank registered against the same property, whoever registered first, he will get the first charge. Could you understand? He will get the first charge against that property. The property, if it is sold, remaining amount only other person may get. Other person or persons or banks may get it. First charge will be for the banks which have registered first. That's why you have to register immediately. It is a loss for you. If you are not registering, penalty clause is removed, but it is lost to the bank if it is not registered immediately. What charges can be registered with the CERSAI? All the charges. You know what the mortgage is a charge, hypothecation is a charge, and all the charges. Both the mortgages, registered mortgage and equity mortgages, all the hypothecations, all the even intangible charge against intangible assets also can be registered in the central registry. But some exemptions are there. What are the exemptions? Pledge. Pledged goods not required for any registration because your bank is having the possession. Vehicle is also not required. Regarding charge, up to 5,50,000. Up to 5,50,000. Above 5 lakh, 100 rupees. Up to 5 lakh, 50 rupees. Above 5 lakh, 100 rupees. Very minimum. But banks' rights are protected well. Now let us go into the other act, that is SARFAESI Act. It is very, can say that so much there in the SARFAESI Act, but we will deal with only few points which are required for 122 to 23, not for beyond that. And the SARFAESI Act also abbreviation, you should know about the abbreviation. When it came into the effect from 2002, I was a branch manager. It was very difficult for me to remember the entire abbreviation. I was, even I'm writing the SARFAESI means how to write. Then I was remembering like this, SARFAESI. You may laugh it. SARFAESI. That was my remembrance. It's silly, but still, what to do? Then you have to remember now you know about it. The full form, Securitization and Reconstruction of Financial Assets. Securitization and Reconstruction of Financial Assets. And I told you ESI, Enforcement of Security Interest. That is SARFAESI Act 2002. This 2002. Objective is speedy recovery of the NPS of the bank. Previously, for every NPA account, banks used to go to the court. You know how much time it will take. After SARFAESI Act, definitely our recovery process speed up. In SARFAESI Act, I told you 3 procedures are there. One is Asset Reconstruction Company. Asset Reconstruction Company is a separate subject. 122 to 23 is not required. These procedures are required. The second one is Central Registry of Charges. For charges, I told you mortgages, hypothecation, all other charges should be registered with the Central Registry. That is CERSAI. Second one I told you already. Third one is Enforcement of Security Interest. This we have to learn today. Enforcement of Security Interest. You have the security in your hand and you have already registered with CERSAI. It became NPA. Then what is the procedure? What is the procedure you have to follow it? I think it appears to be difficult, but very simple. I would like to tell in simple words. First thing what you have to do it, once it become NPA, you have to issue 60 days notice. That everybody calls is 13(2) notice. Section 13(2) notice. Section 32 notice. If borrower is having any objection, he has to report to bank within 15 days. After receiving his notice, 15 days, within 15 days. But for the bank, 16 days. 60 days means from the date of issuing, 60 days. Date of dispatch, you can say date of dispatch. Then he can go up to around 45 days. Around 45 days to the DRT. Within 45 days, he can go to DRT. 60 days notice is there. He say that no, bank is not right. He can go to the DRT. Okay, 60 days is over. Then what? Next, you have to take the possession. You may take symbolic possession, simply pasting that notice. That is possession notice. That we call it is 13(4) notice. After 60 days, 13(4) possession notice, symbolic notice that will be pasted. Again, if it is whatever may be symbolic and real also, you may have go to the newspaper. It should be printed in the newspaper. 2 newspapers. One is in English, another is local language. And you have to pay another 30 days. Then he may, in the meanwhile, borrower can go to the DRT. DRT will decide within 90 days. DRT has to decide within 90 days. Supposed to. And once it is decided by the DRT, either bank or a borrower can appeal to the DRAT. DRT means Debt Recovery Tribunal. DRAT means Debt Recovery Appellate Tribunal. Within 30 days, they can go to the DRAT, appeal. But if the borrower has to pay 50% of that loan amount. But DRAT, if necessary, they may be reduced to 25%. Before that, actually, we should know some of the important things. Whether can we go for any things? You cannot go against any property unless it become NPA. It is only for the NPA accounts. And that security should be charged. I told you it should be registered with CERSAI. If it is not registered with CERSAI, you are losing your right. Another important thing is the outstanding balance should be minimum 1 lakh. 1 lakh, minimum 1 lakh. But one more point is there. The borrower has already paid 80% of the loan amount. 1 lakh is not applicable. 80% of the principal amount. Suppose borrower has taken 10 lakhs from you against the security of the asset. He has paid 8 lakhs. Remaining balance is 3 lakhs. Out of 3 lakhs is 2 lakhs is principal and 1 lakh is interest. 3 lakhs outstanding. But still, you cannot go against his property under SARFAESI Act. I hope you all understand. You understand it. The other important is the more banks, 1 or more banks, that means 2 or more banks involved in it, 60% of the lenders. That means not only lenders, it is the lending amount. Lending amount is important, then the lenders. Maybe 10 borrowers. But the 60% of the loan amount, who is having it, they should accept it for going for the SARFAESI Act. They should give their consent. Then only you can go for it. Some other exemptions you should. I told you this one, but some more exemptions are there. Agriculture properties are exempted. You cannot go against the agriculture properties. I told you 80% principal amount. Minimum 1 lakh outstanding is also I told you. And it should be registered in the SARFAESI. If it is high purchase, borrower's asset is high purchase, and leased properties, you cannot go it. Then is over. Everything is over. Then sale. 60 days is over. First is 60 days. That is 13 to notice. Second is possession. That is 13.4. Under 13.4, you have to issue the possession notice. It should be published in the newspapers, 2 newspapers. Then finally, come to the sale. Sale should be, once you have taken the possession actually, symbolic possession, it is not sufficient. You have to go for the physical possession also. For physical possession, you may have to take the assistance of DM, district magistrate. District magistrate also, you may have to apply the district magistrate, and district magistrate may give within 30 days, and he can ask for the another 30 days also. Within 60 days, he will give protection to you and permission to you. He will assist you. Then okay, after that, sale of the security. For sale of the security, what are the precautions? Again, you have to go for the valuation with your authorized engineer. The valuation, once the valuation has come, then your committee has to fix the reserve price. What is the reserve price? Total valuation, you cannot fix it. Reserve price, lowest price, we will fix it. This is the minimum amount. If it comes, it's okay. Otherwise, we will not sell it. That is the reserve price, we will sell it. Then again, 30 days notice, sale notice, we will give it to them. That sale notice should be published in the, again, newspapers, 2 newspapers, one English and this local language. Suppose some highest bidder is lower than the our reserve price. Sometimes it happens. Reserve price will not come. Then what to do? You should not go for the sale. But you can go for sale if the borrower gives consent. If borrower gives consent, you can definitely go for below reserve price also. If borrower gives consent, as per his this thing, we can go ahead it. With the bank and borrower accept it, we need not go for a public sale also. Private sale also can go for it. Then purchaser has to deposit 25% immediately. Remaining amount within 15 days. He has to pay it. With this, I think, my dear friends, this small video. We are aiming for 2 marks only. It will be useful for you, definitely. You should remember very few points, not much points, and definitely, while I told you, while seeing picture, tomorrow is a holiday, today is Sankranti, and while you are all busy with your holiday mode, but still, while doing any other work also, you can see the video, and you may get 2 marks. I wish you all the best. God bless you.